Hi viewers, today I am going to explain you how we can find the zeros of a polynomial graphically. A real number k is said to be a zero of a polynomial p of x if p of k is equal to 0. The zero of a polynomial px is x coordinate of the points where the graph y is equal to px intersect the x-axis. Here you can see 6 graphs. From these 6 graphs you have to find the number of zeros. This is the first graph. This one is the x-axis and this one is the y-axis. The graph is going like that. For finding the zeros of the polynomial, we have to find how many points are there where the graph touches the x-axis. This one is the x-axis and the graph is going like this and it is touching only one point. Therefore, number of zeros of this polynomial is 1. In this graph, x-axis, y-axis, the graph is going like this. This graph is touching the x-axis at exactly 2 points. One point is this one and the other point is this one. Therefore, the number of zeros of this graph is 2. The graph in graph 3, you can see x-axis, y-axis. The graph is going like this and this graph touching the x-axis exactly at 3 places 1, 2, 3. Therefore, number of zeros of this polynomial is 2. Look at this graph. Graph is a straight line. It is touching the x-axis at exactly 1 point. Therefore, number of zeros is 1. This graph is also touching the x-axis at 1 point. Therefore, number of zeros is 1. 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 point. This graph is touching the x-axis at 4 points 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore, the number of zeros of this polynomial is 4. Now you can see exercise 2.1. This one is a problem from the Max textbook of cbse. Look at the question, that is page number 28. The graph of y is equal to px are given in figure 2.10 below. For some polynomial p of x, find the number of zeros of px in each case. There are some graphs are given. You have to find the number of zeros. That means you have to find at how many points the graph is touching the x-axis or intersecting the x-axis or touching the x-axis. The graph is this one. X-axis is here. It is not touching anywhere. Therefore, the number of zeros is not there. It has no number of zeros. The graph is touching exactly at 1 point here. Therefore, the number of zeros is 1. This graph is touching the x-axis exactly at 1, 2, 3 places. Therefore, number of zeros is 3. In this graph is touching exactly at 2 places. Therefore, number of zeros is 2. How many points it is touching? 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Therefore, number of zeros is 4. In this graph, 1 point, 2, 3 points. It is touching the x-axis or intersecting x-axis. Therefore, number of zeros of this polynomial is 1, 2, 3. The answer is 3.